He has everything: money, success, looks, independence. Women are attracted to him. His family asks him, "When are you getting married?" His friends don't understand why he's still single, but he just smiles and changes the subject because he knows something they don't. He's seen behind the curtain. He's done the math. He's analyzed the risk-reward ratio, and he's come to a conclusion that society doesn't want to hear. Marriage for a Sigma male is the ultimate trap. Today we're discussing why Sigma males, the most independent, self-sufficient men on the planet, are walking away from marriage in record numbers. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this isn't about commitment issues or fear of intimacy. It's about something much deeper. The truth is bitter, but it's time someone said it. Section 1. The freedom equation. Let's start with the foundation of the Sigma male philosophy. Freedom is the ultimate currency. Not money, not status, not power over others. Freedom. The Sigma male has spent his entire life building this freedom. Freedom to travel when he wants. Freedom to work on his passions at 3 a.m. Freedom to disappear for months to focus on a project. Freedom to make decisions without consulting anyone. Freedom to change his entire life direction on a Tuesday afternoon. This freedom wasn't given to him. He built it, brick by brick, sacrifice by sacrifice. While other guys were partying in their 20s, he was building businesses. While they were climbing corporate ladders, he was creating passive income. While they were seeking validation through relationships, he was validating himself through achievement. And now you're asking him to give it all up? Because that's what marriage is. Let's not sugarcoat it. Marriage is a contract that trades freedom for stability. For most men, that's a good deal. They want the structure. They want someone to share decisions with. They want the social approval that comes with being married. But the Sigma male doesn't want stability. He is stability. He doesn't need structure. He creates his own structure. He doesn't seek social approval. He's indifferent to it. The equation doesn't balance. He's being asked to give up everything he values in exchange for things he doesn't need. Section 2. The risk assessment. Now let's talk about something Sigma males excel at. Risk assessment. Sigma males are strategic thinkers. They don't make emotional decisions. They analyze outcomes. They calculate probabilities. They plan for worst-case scenarios. So let's look at marriage through this lens. 50% divorce rate. In most Western countries, half of all marriages end in divorce. Would you board a plane with a 50% chance of crashing? Would you invest your life savings in a business with a 50% failure rate? But it gets worse. In divorce, the man typically loses half his assets, his home, access to his children, and pays alimony for years. He loses the life he built while maintaining the standard of living for someone who's no longer with him. The Sigma male looks at this and thinks, so I'm supposed to sign a contract where I have a 50% chance of losing everything I've built with zero legal protection? This isn't fear of commitment. This is risk management, and the risk-reward ratio is catastrophically bad. Section 3. The authenticity paradox. Here's where it gets psychologically complex. Sigma males value authenticity above almost everything. They can smell fakeness from a mile away. They've removed fake people from their lives ruthlessly. They've built an existence based on genuine self-expression. And then they look at modern marriage and see performance. They see men who can't be themselves around their wives. Men who have to ask permission to buy things with money they earned. Men who've stopped pursuing their passions because their wife doesn't like it. Men who've become a watered-down version of themselves to keep the peace. The Sigma male observes married men at dinner parties, and he sees the silent communication, the warning glances, the "we'll talk about this later" looks, the careful self-censorship, the walking on eggshells, and he thinks, I spent my entire life escaping this kind of control. Why would I voluntarily walk back into it? He's not afraid of intimacy. He's afraid of losing himself. There's a massive difference. The Sigma male would rather be alone and authentic than partnered and fake. And he's seen too many marriages where authenticity goes to die. Section 4. The biological reality. Let's address the elephant in the room: biology and attraction. Sigma males understand evolutionary psychology. They know that attraction isn't a choice, It's a biological response. And they've observed something that makes long-term commitment terrifying. Attraction fades. Not sometimes, always. The passionate relationship you have in year 1 isn't the relationship you have in year 7. The spontaneous sex becomes scheduled. The excitement becomes routine. The mystery becomes predictability. This isn't pessimism. This is observable reality. Every long-term couple experiences this. The biochemical reality is undeniable. The dopamine rush of new love has an expiration date. The Sigma male looks at this and thinks, so I'm supposed to lock myself into a legal contract based on a temporary neurochemical state? He's watched friends get married during the honeymoon phase, then watched those marriages die slowly over a decade. He's seen the resentment build, the dead bedrooms, the staying together for the kids, the quiet desperation. And he's decided, if this is temporary anyway, why not stay free and experience multiple connections throughout life rather than watching one slowly decay? Section 5, the societal pressure immunity. Here's what makes Sigma males unique. They're immune to social pressure. The average man gets married partly because everyone expects him to. His parents pressure him, his girlfriend gives ultimatums, his friends are all doing it. Society tells him he's not a real man until he's married with kids. These pressures don't work on Sigma males. He doesn't care what his parents think. He loves them, but he's not living his life for their approval. He doesn't respond to ultimatums. In fact, ultimatums are the fastest way to get him to walk away. He doesn't follow his friends. He's been walking his own path since he was a teenager. And society's opinion? He stopped caring about that years ago. This drives people crazy. They can't understand how someone can be so indifferent to social norms. They assume something must be wrong with him. He must be damaged. He must be afraid. He must be selfish. But the Sigma male knows the truth. It's not that he can't commit. It's that he won't commit to something that doesn't serve his life vision. Section 6, the alternative vision. So does this mean Sigma males are against relationships? Against love? Against partnership? Not at all. What Sigma males are against is the traditional marriage model, the legal contract, the government involvement, the societal expectations, the loss of autonomy. Many Sigma males are perfectly happy in long-term relationships as long as they're on their terms. Separate living spaces, financial independence, no legal entanglement, the freedom to leave if it stops working, partnership without ownership, intimacy without imprisonment. They want connection, but not at the cost of freedom. They want companionship, but not dependence. They want love, but not obligation. This is what the modern Sigma male is creating. Relationships that exist because both people choose them every single day, not because a legal contract forces them to stay. So why do Sigma males never get married? Because they've done what Sigma males always do. They've thought for themselves. They've analyzed the data. They've observed reality without the rose-colored glasses of social conditioning. And they've concluded that in its current form, marriage asks them to give up everything that makes them who they are. Freedom, autonomy, independence, in exchange for benefits they either don't need or can obtain without the legal contract. They're not bitter about it. They're not angry. They're not protesting. They simply refuse to sign a contract that's weighted against them, no matter how much society pressures them to do so. The Sigma male has always been a man who operates outside the system, and marriage is just another system he's chosen not to participate in. The bitter truth isn't that Sigma males can't find love. It's that they found something they value more, themselves, and they refuse to lose themselves, even for someone they love. That's the real reason, the one nobody wants to talk about. The bitter truth behind why the most eligible men are staying single. They're not lost. They're not broken. They're not afraid. They've just calculated the cost of the cage and decided that no matter how golden it is, it's still a cage. And Sigma males refuse to be caged.